We go from hysteria to hysteria. Remember Russian collusion? The Russians were controlling our elections and colluded with Donald Trump. There is no, for the left, it doesn't matter if the hysteria is valid or not. Hysteria is a tactic and a way of living. That is, it fills their lives with meaning for there to be hysteria. You all have there's no question, you all have a relative, at least one relative who was like that. Drama queens. There could be a male drama queen, there could be a female drama queen. That's what they are, they're drama queens. They live for drama because their lives are empty. Doesn't mean that they don't have a loving family or anything like that. Anybody with any ideology can have a loving family. That's beside the point. But there is a hollowness that is filled by crisis. The New York Times editorial gives it all away. Protests will only stop when police brutality does. Means never. That means never. It's like saying the protests will never stop as long as there is any poor person in the United States. There will always be a poor person. We try to minimize police brutality. We try to minimize poverty. But it cannot be obliterated. The chaotic thinking of the left, they believe people are basically good, but cops stink. How's that? How did that happen exactly? The burned out vehicles of the LA Police Department is one of the darkest days in American history. And the graffiti on the police cars cursing the police. Antifa, the president is right, is a terrorist organization. What should they be called? A syndicate? A club? As usual, Heather McDonald has it right. The collapse of the rule of law across the country, intensified by Antifa radicals, is terrifying. On the night of Thursday, May 28th, Minneapolis Mayor Jacob Frey ordered the city's 3rd police precinct evacuated as the forces of hatred, distinct from legitimate forms of protest, descended upon it for a 3rd day in a row. The building was promptly torched, sending a powerful sign that society would not defend its most fundamental institutions of law and order. That's correct. Abandon a police precinct to evil in the United States of America? Minnesota, you've lost your mind. It's all right, California. This is not, I say it with no sanctimoniousness. So is California. Anyone who elects a Democrat for governor or mayor has not thought morally and accurately. It is not possible. On Friday, May 29th, Minnesota Governor Tim Walz explained his reluctance to mobilize the National Guard as an unwillingness to seem oppressive, quote unquote. And naturally, he apologized for his white privilege. I will not patronize you as a white man without living your lived experiences. What does that mean? Has he lived the living experiences of the people whose businesses were torched? And explained the feral violence as an understandable response to racial injustice. Quote, the ashes are symbolic of decades and generations of pain, of anguish, unheard. Unheard? Unheard? Even the deaf are hearing about it. Few arrests were made after 5 days of rampant crime. This pandemic of civil violence is more widespread than anything seen during the Black Lives Matter movement of the Obama years, and it will likely have an even deadlier toll on law enforcement officers than the target assassinations we saw from 2014 onward. It's worse this time